Hello everyone, Silver here.
Hello, everyone.
Today I'll be going
Silver
over
here.
how to get the smithing
Today I'll be
stone
going over
miner's
how
bell.
to get
It's
smithing
a very
stone
useful item,
miner's bell one.
especially for early game.
It's very easy to miss.
Highly recommend
It's a very
getting
necessary
this item, and today I'm going to show you how to
basically,
get that
early
item.
game, it's really good
Normally,
to increase
you would
all
have
of your
to
weapons,
go all the
so
way
you're not
through
dealing
Stormveil
more damage to
Castle,
each boss.
kill Godfrey. or
I am
Godric
in New
the
Game
Grafted.
Plus cycle,
You'd have to
so
do
everything
all
is
of
going
that
to be a little
just
bit.
to be able to go to the dungeon.
It's a little bit tougher
to get
give it a little bit more
this item.
souls or runes, rather.
This
Sorry.
item
I played a lot
allows
of
you to
Dark
essentially
Souls.
have unlimited smithing stone.
but
ones
on my map,
and twos.
Yeah, starting
of
off
course, you do have to buy
very
them
early in game.
from the twin.
Even with a
Maiden
new
Husks.
character, you could do this.
But
It might be a lot
I
harder
highly recommend getting this even
as a new character.
before you go to fight Godric.
but you'll still be able to do this.
it's such an important
So,
item because
from
leveling
you know,
in Elden Ring
Stormhill Shack,
doesn't
very
give
early,
you as much damage.
very early
if
spot you can
put
get
it
in
all
game.
into, you know.
Uh,
Let's say if
we're
you were
gonna
to
be
put all of your
going
runes
all
into
the way over to the Raylacaria
and you were
crystal
just
tunnel.
leveling your attack stats, you're not going to get
This
as much.
is where you can find the Smithing
damage
Stone Miner's Bell 1.
really.
I'll be
as
making
you
some
would
videos
just
going over how to get the other
leveling
Smithing
up
Stone Miner's
your
Bells as well as other
weapon.
necessary items.
And I'm going to do an
Uh,
entire series on
from
how
an
to get
early game
these
level.
type of items, these necessary items,
But
in order to
this is where you start.
Get
You start over at
to a
Stormhill
point
Shack.
to where you're set for the bosses.
There normally
it is unusual for me to do a
to get
voiceover at
to
the beginning of the
Raylacaria,
video,
you would actually have
but
to
I just
kill
wanted that to
the
make
boss
clear because I didn't
of
really
Stormveil
say
Castle.
too much in the video about that. I didn't
It's
say
not
why
that
you should,
difficult,
why this
but
item
for
is
new
needed.
players, if you've never played a Souls game,
the
and even if
title,
you have, you might still be a little
the
difficult.
title and the thumbnail kind of clickbait, but it's
You'd
true.
have to go
You
through the
need this.
entire
You don't want to have to
Stormveil
farm
Castle,
low-level enemies all
but
day.
Right now,
and hope
I'm
for a
showing
drop
you
for a
a
Smithing
way
Stone
of
1 or a Smithing
circumventing
Stone 2.
Stormveil Castle
You're just gonna want
in order to get to Raylacaria a
farm
little bit early.
up. What is it? 400
Um,
runes.
So as
and
you
you'll
saw,
need 12.
I went through the woods
12
to this
for
bridge.
each.
It's
for every 3
basically,
levels.
even if you don't have a
Like,
map,
to get
it's
to plus
basically
3,
straight.
You're gonna
until
need
you see
12
a stone path on the ground,
Smithing Stone 1s.
and then you can
And
follow
then the
that
runes
stone
to
path.
upgrade the weapon.
Uh,
Just like to get to plus
then
6.
just drop down
you're
over
gonna need
here.
12.
And continue following
Stone
through
2.
the cliff.
And you can get all the way up to plus 6.
As a new
With
level, like a
this
low-level
item.
character, brand
At
new
least
character,
plus
you're
6.
probably not
That
going to
should
want to
give
fight
you
anything.
Enough damage with leveling
here.
as well in order to be able to easily beat God.
It's not that they're
But
terribly hard.
I
It's
hope
just
you
a lot
guys
of
enjoy.
wolves.
So
So they're very annoying to
just
fight.
Watch the video. I don't explain a
Currently,
ton
I'm having that
in the video.
invisible everything glitch.
I just am teaching you.
but after
how
you
to
get through all those
to
wolves,
the
you'll
location
come out
and then
here.
how to get to the boss
Okay.
in order to get the item.
This is outside of
But
Stormveil
I
Castle.
hope you all enjoy.
Stormveil
and I'll
Castle
let
is
this
right
video
here.
Play out.
So if you've never played a Souls game, and even if you have, you might still be a little difficult. You'd have to go through the entire Stormveil Castle, but right now I'm showing you a way of circumventing Stormveil Castle in order to get to Raylacaria a little bit early. So as you saw, I went through the woods to this bridge. It's basically, even if you don't have a map, it's basically straight until you see a stone path on the ground. And then you can follow that stone path. Then just drop down over to here and continue following through the cliff. As a new level, like a low-level character, brand new character, you're probably not going to want to fight anything through here. It's not that they're terribly hard, it's just a lot of wolves. So they're very annoying to fight. Currently, I'm having that invisible everything glitch. But after you get through all those wolves, you'll come out here. Okay? This is outside of Stormveil Castle. Stormveil Castle is right here. And you'll want to grab this grace, just so you know where you are. Then you're going to follow down through a cavern, because it's very... You might not realize it if you're not following the road exactly. But that's the cavern. You can also come over here just for a sacred tier for a new level character. You're going to want that. That increases how much your flasks can heal you. Then you're just going to follow this all the way down. And again, for a new character, you're not really going to want to fight anything. You're not going to want to fight a ton of things, for sure. So now we'll get to this Lost Grace over here, just so we have it. This is a good, if you happen to die on your way there, over to the Raylacaria Crystal Tunnel, you'll want this grace. Alright, so that grace is really good to have, just so, in case you die along your way, in case you die going over here, you won't lose that much progress. Because there's a lot of just like spammy type enemies. I have a mark, but on a brand new character, you're not going to have the map expanded out as much as I do. So in simple terms, from that grace, just head north. You'll just want to head north. Just follow this cliff once you get to it. Follow the side of it. You're not really going to want to go on top of it. You're going to want to follow all the way around. It's also in the cliffside, so it's easier to know where it is if you follow the cliff. We can go through here. I'll follow the cliff just as an example. Follow the cliff all the way around. Don't go up anywhere. Just follow the cliffside. You don't have to stay exactly on the cliff, just know where the cliff is until you get closer to it. The further out you expand, the further your map will go. The further you travel and explore, the further the map is. That's actually where you get the Landsworth Ashes. I already have it, but that's where you get that. I was gonna go over that in a later video. I guess I could make a new character for that. That one's fun. You can go ahead and grab this grace. Might as well. No reason not to. If you see a grace, you might as well grab it, because you can, unlike other Souls games, most other Souls games don't let you immediately teleport. Watch out for that thing. Oh. So don't go the way I just did. Just jump over that rock with Torin. Again, follow the cliff. Just follow the cliffside, and you'll be good. Oh wait, I actually think it's back here somewhere. Right? Maybe not. Let's continue following the cliff, see if it's a little bit closer here. It should be... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just keep following the cliff. It'll lead you into some weird shapes there. Keep going. Just keep following the cliff. And once you hear that bell, that means you're very close. That is a wandering mausoleum. It's right behind the wandering mausoleum. I do believe this little plant here, I do believe this shows you where it is as well. But it takes you a very long route around. It'll probably take you through underneath the mausoleum. I haven't checked that yet. But it should be right around here. There we are. And this is Celia Crystal Tunnel. Sorry, Raylacaria Crystal Tunnel. If you do happen to find the map for this area, you can actually see this particular tunnel in the wall without discovering it. That little entrance there, that is this tunnel. And that's a way you can actually tell if there's tunnels on the map without discovering them. So now that we're here, it is actually the boss drop for this area. I will take you through a very fast way to get to the boss. You're gonna want to rest here again. Always, you don't have to rest at it, but this shows you where it is, so you can teleport here. Of course, activate the summoning pool, just so... This is less for you than it is for once you're higher level. You can actually send out your summoning sign to everywhere in the area you're at. So if you're in Raylacaria, any summoning pools that you've activated, you're going to send your summon sign with this item right here, the small gold effigy. You can send your summon sign to anywhere that you've activated the summoning pool in the area you're in. These guys are actually quite tough, and you can get a lot of smithing stones in here as well. These are actually quite tough. Most of them won't aggro to you at first, unless you take the whatever they're working on. They won't initially aggro to you. That's just a way to get an item over there, as well as some more smithing stones. Going through the tunnel. Again, the ones that aren't drilling are the ones you're gonna have to worry for. You will want to dual wield or dual hand your weapon, two hands. Because if you one hand it, you'll just bounce off if you're not using like a brace. So this way for the boss. This tunnel has a lot of elevators, I believe. Any item, like any interesting item, I will be doing the videos like this on. Not like the weapons and armor you can farm from enemies. Unless it's asked for. If somebody asks me, oh hey, where can I get this item? I'll go ahead and make a video on it. You're gonna want to watch out for these marionette soldiers. They can be a pain, because if you hit them without staggering them too much, then you're gonna have a very big problem. Because they weirdly have this move where when they're hit, they typically, like, I guess the easiest way to call it is spaz out. They'll spaz out and attack just wildly. Any of the marionette soldier types can do that. Okay, continue this way. Again, you could just run to the boss. You don't have to fight anything at all. This is going to be somber smithing stones. This is the boss. It is a drop from the boss, if I remember correctly. And this is a very annoying enemy type. In order to do effective damage, you essentially have to have some type of hammer weapon, or a weapon that deals a lot of strike damage. You could run around and backstab them, but still, it's not a ton of damage that you can get off. I'm extremely high level at the moment. Like, I'm much higher than you should be. But then you're going to want to, like, if you hit him enough, regardless of your weapon, if you can hit him enough, he will shatter like that. And then, as a reward, you'll get the smithing stone miner's bell bearing. But this is, after you've gotten it, you don't actually have to use this. You can just teleport immediately away. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to use it and then what it gives you. Those are pretty self-explanatory, but I want it to be very thorough on the videos. I'll be going over your set later. But you're going to offer a bell bearing to the Twin Maiden Husks. And then it gives you the glintstone scrap. It's basically just it's kind of like the throwing knives, except this makes a small magic bolt, essentially. It uses your FP, very small amount of FP, 4 FP. But it also gives you smithing stone 1 and 2. Again, very useful. You're going to want to get these very early in game, before you beat Godfrey the Grafted. You're going to want these in order to deal enough damage to him. You could go out, farm these from enemies, like smithing stones 1, because you'll need 12 to upgrade a weapon to +3. You need 12 of them to upgrade a weapon to +3. It's a lot, but every weapon goes up to +25. Any weapon that doesn't use the somber smithing stones, they go up to +25. And you'll need 12 of each smithing stone type. So 12 smithing stone 1, 12 smithing stone 2. I will be going over a way of getting easy levels. Plenty of people have went over it already, or not levels. Easy runes in order to be able to buy basically an infinite amount of these with minimal effort. Plenty of people have went over that. I just want to go over the method of getting there proper. But that's how you get the Smithing Stone Miner's Bell 1. Very useful early game. You're going to want that for sure. No questions asked. You will need this. In my next video, I'll be going over how to get the second one. I believe the second one you can also get pretty early game, but I'm going to double check. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm making some special builds for different weapons. I'm going to try to make builds for almost all of the weapons, because this game does have a very wide variety of things you can do. I'm going to be going over use cases for spells, how to make each weapon viable even in the end game for a new game cycle. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was useful to any new Elden Ring players. Anybody new coming in, or anybody who couldn't quite find this and the guides on like wikis and stuff weren't helping you. This is how you get the item. Raylacaria Crystal Tunnel. It's the boss. It's an annoying boss type. I hate those enemies personally. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was informational. If there's any item, anything like that you want me to cover, an easy way to get it, I can do that. Please leave it in the comments below. Like the video if it was informational, if you enjoyed it. I mean, it doesn't really care. I don't really care that much. Subscribe if you want to continue to see my updates on Elden Ring. Again, I plan on making plenty of builds for weapons. I want to show that every weapon can be useful. They all just have very particular use cases most of the time. But I'll be making specified builds for each weapon. What would be best for each weapon. And if you want to stick around and see that, please do subscribe. Turn on the notifications just to make sure when that comes out. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.